Hey guys, this Full Cards here, live and direct from Brooklyn, New York. I'm still illin', but I'm willin', so I figured I'd pop open a box of the 2017-18 MVP Hobby with OV. So, what do you need to know about this product? 8 cards per pack, 20 packs per box, which would amount to 160 cards. Regular cards, the base set would run 200 cards. Then, of course, you have the high number series cards, which are inserted 1 of 2, and we'd expect 10 of those cards within here, somewhere within. The base rookies are sort of not the best rookies, although Besser's included. The redemptions are probably the best of the bestest. Let's see if we can check this out a bit. So base set parallels, silver scripts, 1 and 4, so that'd be 5 cards. There are superscripts number to 25. There are black superscripts, which are rare number to 5. Puzzle back variations would be 1 and 4, so 5 cards. Printing plates. Colors and contours, spectrum, light, FX, base set variations. Note that typically you think as levels as being the rarity and scarcity. In fact, it's the colors that dictate which ones are rare. So purple, it would be the rarest, blue would be the least rare, gold would be somewhere in betwixt. NHL Player Credentials, level 1 access, inserted 1/8, so there'd be 2.5 cards of those. There are level 1 VIPs. Those you have a 30% chance of getting those because they're 1 in 67. What else do you need to know? Level 2 access, 1 in 20, so we would get 1 of those. And what else? A bunch of other stuff. The autos, the level 4 all access autos are 1 in 320, so we'd have a 6% chance of that. Rookie redemptions would be what it's all about. If you could potentially hit those rookie redemptions, there are the divisional ones, which are inserted 1 of 400, so you have a 5% chance of hitting those. I've hit those in the past, except they were expired when I hit them. So all kinds of things going on. Of course, there's the NHL number 1 draft pick redemptions, and those are inserted super, super rarely. That would be 1.6% chance of hitting that. Oh, we have a seal. And we have honking in the background, of course. And of course, the best division with regard to those divisional redemptions would be the Metropolitan, because it would be the one with Nolan Patrick and Nico Hischier and Pierre-Luc Dubois, for that matter, who's been playing really well, and I have him in my pool this year. So let's see what we can do with this box. It's like a $25 box, so no harm, no foul regardless. How does that look to you? There's OV, totally very OV forward. So let's do this, guys. And we have cross-pollination with the OPG, the sort of gaudy green-orange OPG. And let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can fathom with these cards here. I believe we've hit something right off the jump. So Anisimov, Versteeg, Radulov with the Habs, some cool contours thing. JVR, Panarin, the Breadman, Leon Draisaitl, Henrik Zetterberg, and look at this thing. This is kind of cool. We have this really funky Corey Crawford, and this would be a level 1 gold die cut, and that's pretty nice. Gold, as I said, level 1 gold are 1 in 20, so we would get 1 per box, I gather. We should be mindful of puzzle pieces, etc., if we're sharp and on the ball, as well as high-numbered cards. Like this one here, the Zetterberg would be a high-number short print. I'm not too phased by those, so I don't really make a big fuss when I hit the short prints, the high-number short prints, because they're, what would I say the short prints are? They're like essentially 10 cards, so they're 1 every 2 packs, so they're not not particularly rare. Barry, Soderberg, this would be a puzzle back, I believe, and guess who this is? It's pretty self-explanatory. Johnny Hockey, Voracek, Patrick Marleau, and Nielsen. So that would be cool, and the Johnny Hockey would be the high-numbered card. Continuing on, yada, yada, yada. Josh Bailey, Dylan Larkin, Travis Sajak, and we hit a rookie card. We hit Tyson Jost, which actually is not a bad one. So this would be our first high-numbered rookie card, and it is pretty self-evident because of the blue tint to it, as well as a Ginla late in his career, silver script. Nice. I like that silver script. And another, oh, look at this. It's the checklist. And this would be the last card on the base checklist. And it would be, of course, of our man with the tan, Sidney the Kidney. Continuing on, rolling right through, trying not to sound like I have the flu. Kadri, Lettinen, who was the second overall, Trocheck, Anze Kopitar, and we have a James Neal colors and contour action, and this would be a blue level 2. So I think the blues are probably the most, these are actually one, this is one per pack, I believe. One per pack, yeah, because they're 1 in 20, this particular one. Continuing on, Toffoli, Hossa, and Teravainen. Keep on looking for goodies. I'm gonna miss stuff. I'll do them in the recap. Okay, Yarncrook, Brassard, Adam Henrique, Michael Granlund, and then we have a John Carlson silver script. Pretty nice looking card. Although that black band is a bit gaudy. And these are all base. Continuing on, I believe we have another checklist. There's Getzlaf, Johansson, JT Miller, John Tavares, that's nice, and Sidney Crosby, another checklist. And this would be a puzzle back checklist, is it not? It's kind of bizarre. Puzzle checklist, huh, that's kind of cool. It's literally a puzzle checklist. So these two are the same, except one is the base checklist, the other one's the puzzle checklist. Interestingly. Kuznetsov, and the John Tavares would actually be a high numbered card. $25 for this particular box, which is probably the right price point for this particular product. Spezza, there's Patch, Iggy. Oh, we have an access credentials here, and it would be the trade block dude himself, Matt Duchene, who was just recently traded for a few pieces, for a few puzzle pieces. Now with Columbus. It's kind of nice. So this would be a level access 2 credentials, which again would be 1 in 20 packs, which would be 1 card per box of the level 2s. And this is a puzzle piece. And who would that be? Is it Morgan Riley? Whoever, or what's his name? What's his name? Matthews. Matthews is what's his name from here on in. Continuing on. Sorry, I actually like Matthews. I'm just teasing. I have multiple rookie cards of his. Ristolainen, Frederik Andersen, Nick Foligno. Oh, look at this thing! Holy moly, we hit one of the blacks. These are number 5. These are really rare. This is one of the blacks. I've never seen these before, actually. And we did hit number 5, a Kessler, MVP black. So these are basically called black superscripts. And we hit the Kessler. It's kind of interesting. Never hit one of these before. So that would probably ostensibly be the hit of the box. It feels a bit dinged because these cards have pretty much been sat on at this point, but interesting. And these would all be basic base. So a number 5 black superscript, a rarity and a scarcity. Here's Tanner Pearson, I believe is on Pittsburgh at this point. Sam Bennett, Jack Eichel, and an Alexander Sheen, who started his career long ago. And he would be a level 2 gold. Level 2 gold are 1 in 27, so these are actually a little bit more on the rare side. And let's see what we have here. These would all be base for our notorious face. Oh, another one of those colors and contours. Hitting a lot of those. There's Mika Koivu, Gostisbehere, David Backus. And then we have a Cam Fowler. And this Cam Fowler, who probably is on the trade block, is a level 1 blue. Level 1 blue. So these are inserted 1 of 15, I believe. These bad boys. And a Mark Scheifele, level 1 access credentials. And these are, we should get 2.5 of these per box. So these are probably the more frequent ones, as opposed to infrequent ones. And these would all be base. I think only guaranteed 5 puzzle variations, believe it or not. You'd think it'd be more. Calvin Pickard, Shea Weber. It's a nice Shea Weber inside a Canadian Tire emblem. Bergeron, Patrick Kane. Oh, here we have a Max Patch silver script. Ex-Hab, presently on your Vikings. Your Vikings. Man, your Vikings, your Golden Knights. That's hilarious. This is what happens when you have a cold. And this Patty Kane would be a high numbered card. I should not be doing a break when I'm this silly. And we have Brian Rust, Drew Doughty, and here's another puzzle back, and it would be Sammy Reinhart. And that is anyone's guess. Good luck guessing who that is. Huh. First issue of the season would be the MVP. Most affordable product you can gather in. Oh, cool. We hit the Brock Besser rookie card. This is the best potential rookie card we could potentially hit. That's excellent. I mean, we only get a couple of these things, right? So this is the ideal scenario. Unbelievable. We actually hit the Brock Besser. Because the rest of them, you know, good, great rookies are within the redemptions. How nice is that? Awesome. Cool. That is the best case scenario. Very, very cool. John Klingberg, Chris Letang, Matt Zuccarello, and a couple of packs left. Wow, I can't believe we hit the Brock Besser. Amazing. Amazing. Victor Hedman, Sammy Reinhart, Brandon Sutter, as well as a Ristolainen. That would be a silver script, Paul Stastny, Gabe Landeskog, Gino Malkin, and Tyler Get Off My Bozak. Wow, can't believe we hit the Besser. Excellent. It's the ideal situation and scenario. Mike Hoffman, Mike Green, Alex Gilhorn, and we have a Barbashev. It's a pretty nice one, Barbashev, another decent rookie, one of the better rookies to hit. Hornquist, these are all dinged a bit. Tuukka Rask, Jake Gunsel, and Bo Horvat. And this one here would be a puzzle piece. And continuing on, we do have a Colors and Contour again. Silverberg, Hansel, Zach Smith, Chris Kreider, and this would be a Victor Rask, which would be a level 1 blue, which are 1 in 15. So these are, again, more on their least, on the more frequent side as opposed to rare side, rarefied air side. And another Access here, another Access Hollywood. We have a Louis Erickson, Atomics Placanics, 1,003 games played. Ryan Spooner, Brandon Saad, Alec Martinez, Corey Perry, and our access would be of Nikita Kucherov. Level 1 access of Nikita Kucherov. Level 1 access, again, we're guaranteed 2.5 of these, so that is one of the more frequent as opposed to infrequent ones. 3 packs left, man. We hit the Besser, and we hit a black superscript. So, I mean, what else could we potentially want? Panic, Berglund, a Stammer. We do have a rookie here. Aho, Anders Lee, and there's Pasta, who I have in my pool, and he messed up his thumb, which is really annoying. And we hit a Christian Fischer, and it's a Christian Fischer silver script rookie card. That's ideally what we would have wanted with regard to the Besser, but still. Cam Ward, Ryan Strome, and we have a Riley Barber rookie card. Riley Barber. I know I missed a bunch of the, here's a puzzle back, and it's pretty self-evident that's Max Patch. Puzzle back, Ryan Hartman, Evander Kane, and Mark Scheifele. I shall go through them and pull out all the high-numbered cards. And our last pack, oh wow, we have another access. Hopefully it's someone good. Sam Gagner, Andrew Shaw, Jake Allen, who's sort of been supplanted by Binnington, Alex Chucky Galchenyuk, who has not the best vision on the ice, I'll tell you that much. We have Willie, the $6 million man. Or is it $7 million? What was it, 6.9? Jonathan Marchessault. And then finally, we have this thing here, and it would be a Player Credentials. Oh, wow, it's Marty Brodeur. Cool, we have a level 1 VIP of Marty Brodeur. Had it been autoed, I would have jumped for joy. Pretty cool, though. Pretty cool to hit the Marty. I like that. That is really, really nice. Okay, guys, time for the recap. So, with regard to base, let me roll right through it. We received 2 chunks of the Funk. Here's one, and here is chunk 2. So this would be our base. Base set runs 1 through 200. So of these, we received probably about 125, 127 of those. What else did we receive? We certainly received some of the puzzle pieces. Guaranteed a few of those, received a few of those, I believe 5 or 6. So here we are, here we have it. A Lucic, a Hoffman, a Sutter, a Hornquist, a Sammy Reinhart, and we actually received the checklist of the puzzle pieces, which is sort of the puzzle back checklist, which is sort of interesting. We received the base checklist as well, so we received 2 of those, one being puzzle back. So these are the puzzle pieces, and this is what they may or may not look like. Probably what they do look like, as your eyes are functional, and mine are as well. What else did we receive? We definitely received some of those silver scripts. We were to receive, 5 of them? We received the Max Patch, the Ristolainen, the Klingberg. We did receive the Iggy, who was drafted 11th overall by Dallas and had, I think he played 1,554 games in his career and put up 1,300 points and was 16th all-time in goals scored. We also received John Carlson, who I really, really, really like and think should be a Norris candidate at this point. I don't know what to say about Carlson except for the fact that he's played 670 games and put up 390 points at this point in his career, so he is a pretty powerful dude. As well as this cat here, Christian Fischer. He is a bona fide NHLer at this point, and we received his rookie silver script. So we received these, 4, 5, 6, including the rookie card. So that's kind of cool. So these would be our silvers. What else did we receive? As my mouth is dry. We received these cats here, which would be our high-numbered series cards. The Kopitar, the Goudreau, the Patty Kane, who's having a tremendous year, Zetterberg, Johnny T, as well as the Stammer. So there we have it. So these would all be high-numbered series if you can take a peek and a poke and a look at those. What else did we receive? We certainly received A couple of the colors and contours. These are really cool cards. These colors and contours. Some of my favorites, some of the best die cuts in the hobby. One thing I just want to say with regard to these is that the colors and contours, in terms of which ones are the most rare, actually goes by colors. It goes by levels and colors. So the best color to receive is the purple, and we didn't receive any of the purples. And the golds would be second best, and the blues would be the most commons. So we received James Neal, Victor Rask, Cam Fowler, Corey Crawford, who started his career fairly late, but won 2 cups, and Alexander Steen, albeit he didn't establish himself as late as Hasek did. So here he is, different levels for all of these. So level 1 of the blue would be the worst, and level 3 of the blue would be the best of the blue, but the best of all would be the purple, which would be the rarest. And we received these. So that would be that, Jack. And what else did we receive? We received rookie cards. So maybe I should go through the rookie cards. Besides the one silver script I mentioned, we received Riley Barber. So we received actually some decent ones. Note that we cannot receive the Nolan Patrick. We cannot receive the Pierre-Luc Dubois or the Nico Hischier or Casey DeSmith for that matter, because those are all in the redemption. So these are the non-redemption ones. We received Riley Barber, boom. We received Barbashev, who's actually pretty good at this point. I mean, he was a second rounder, but he's played over 100, and he's probably played about 140, 50 games at this point. We did hit the Brock Besser, which would be the best one to hit. So yay for that situation. And he is, I think he's 11th in points from his draft year, but he's played far fewer games than the people in front of him. So he's put up over 100 points in some 120 plus games. And Tyson Jost, who was a 10th overall, we may or may not remember. He's starting to come online, Jost is. Picked by Colorado, picked in fact by Joe Sakic. And what else do we get? We did hit credentials, so I'll quickly go through the credentials. Here he is. We received the Matt Duchene, recently traded to your Columbus Blue Jackets. We received Scheifele. We did receive the Kucherov, who probably is the Hart candidate this year, although I like Marner, and of course Kane is up in it. And we did receive this. This is a VIP one, so that's the difference between these. The level 2 access is probably better than the level 1 access of the Duchene, but the VIPs, the VIP, are the sort of super duper stars. I know there's a lot, but we received the Marty Brodeur, who's the most winning goaltender in the history of our game. So those would be our credentials. That's actually great credentials. So our hit of the box, I've never received one of these, is boom, this thing here. This, I believe they call these black superscripts. The MVP emblem is in black. I've never received these before, and this happens to be a Ryan Kessler, who some of you remember well in the West. 3 of 5. I've never received a black superscript. It's a 3 of 5 only. So that's kind of cool. So this would be the hit of the box. And if you have any difficulty pronouncing Kessler, it explains it to you right there. So that's basically it, guys. Really interesting, quick box. You can essentially get these boxes now for only 25 American. I wouldn't pay more than 35 American. Great product for kids, great for set builders. So much stuff going on. I would have liked, ideally, had I had the VIPs autoed, that would have been the hit of my life. They do have rare autos, but still, it's a cool kind of VIPs card. That's basically it, guys. I would happen to be Fulton Cards. Please provide a like. Please tell your friends about my channel. Please promote me if you can. I'm here for the love of the hobby, to broaden it out, to give every player their due, and I'm here to show even bargain basement products. I happen to be Fulton Cards. Please subscribe. Live and direct from a place called Brooklyn, New York.